mentioned third-party inspection companies. So let's talk about what they are, because I think this is becoming more and more common. And so many homeowners are like, what is a third-party inspection company? Like, I had somebody call me from this other company that's not my insurance company. How would you describe a third-party inspection company?
These are words that I've learned by being in the industry for the amount of time that I have, but some people may call them glorified picture takers. Right? They come out there, their sole job is to take pictures of damages, and then they're completely out of the claim.
Yes, I don't make any decisions. Yep. I'm just here to take pictures and get the information for that adjuster that will never come to your house.
And sometimes these guys will go out there, and if a contractor's there on the job, I've had this happen so many times. I'll go out there, it's a third-party adjuster, and, I'll walk around with them during the inspection, and they won't mark up anything. They'll actually reverse the role and say, I'll follow you around the property. Why don't you show me what you saw?
Yeah.
And then that makes their job easy. Of course they'd want to do that. They don't have to look for damages. They're going to take pictures of everything that you saw and send that in for consideration.
Yeah.
It's 4 eyes are always going to be better than 2. And when they do that, it's not something I necessarily agree with. I like if they're going to send an adjuster out, for them to take their own look at it. Let's work at this together to make sure we're not missing anything. But that does happen.
Yeah. So basically these third-party companies, they are companies, standalone companies, not the insurance company, but they have a contract with the insurance company to get them the information they need to determine if there is damage. And I think that there becomes some conflict of interest in these. My opinion of the conflict of interest is basically, if the insurance company is paying you to tell me if there's damage or not, and as an insurance company, the more damage gets approved, the less profitable they are.
Yeah.
Isn't it going to kind of push that company to be more likely to not get the information needed or not look very hard?
Yeah.
I think is the problem we run into. Now, in some situations, these are licensed adjusters.
Yeah.
And in some situations, they're not. Most of the time, I'd like to think they are licensed adjusters. But the problem is these licensed adjusters never work with a homeowner. They won't take, if a homeowner calls that company and says, hey, I think I have hail damage, will you come out and inspect it? They won't. They only work for the insurance companies.
Yeah.
And so you got to be careful. Don't be fooled. These third-party companies are advocates for the insurance company. The same way your contractor can be an advocate for you with the insurance company, the third-party companies are advocates for the insurance company because they want to keep getting paid to come out and do inspections.
Yeah.
So if they come out every time and it's like approved, that insurance company is going to be like, you're not really helping us here. If they say deny, the insurance company doesn't have the liability of the denial as much. So,
and these third-party guys, they get paid regardless.
Yeah.
So their motive for being out there, obviously, is to get paid.
Yeah, 100%. And I think other reasons why insurance companies hire third-party companies to conduct an inspection is to save them from trying to hire and train adjusters. Like, this is not an easy job. Going out, getting on, 5 to 10 roofs a day, doing these full inspections, writing up the inspection afterwards. Like, this is hard work. It's hard to do. Typically, adjusters get paid pretty well. If you're not aware of that, adjusters get paid very well. It's a good way for them to deny claims. And it's a good way for them to not have the decision maker at the home doing the inspection.
Yeah.
I think there's pros for the insurance company. I don't see a ton of pros, if any, for any homeowners.
Right.
What do you think?
No, I mean, they oftentimes just send a third party out there because in the past, sometimes adjusters would get caught, saying the wrong thing on the property, and then they get held liable for it because they're the decision maker.
Yeah.
And, sending a third party guy out there kind of just leaves them in the safety zone to where they don't have to have the repercussion of, I got to be quiet or I can't say anything wrong. But it doesn't matter what the third party guy says out there. He's not the decision maker. So,
and most of them will tell you that when you're there. They'll be like, I don't have any say. I'll be like, do you think that's hail or not? I don't have any say in this. Yeah. And that's why I think we get more and more calls from homeowners wanting us to come out and do inspections and give them estimates because they'll tell us, we had this third party company come out from the insurance company. They denied us. Now I need a contractor to come out and do an inspection for me. And so if you want to avoid having as much of that challenge, I think the best way to do that is to have a contractor there, contractor present, and have that contractor able to work with you to, go after that claim for you.